lapel, grab the arm, lean forward, start to walk around, bring the hips on top of the shoulder, squeeze. And then spun round to the side, yeah? Because usually to do this move here, he has to be a bit exposed, okay? If he goes into like a deep turtle, where he's hiding his elbows and his neck, it's a different kind of game now, okay? So, if I've just sprawled on him, usually he's gonna be a bit more open, and that's a good time to do the clock chop, all right? So here, I'm keeping my weight on him. I come underneath and I grab his lapel here, all right? So I'm coming underneath his armpit, okay? Very important to cut the slack here, okay? So the lapel is tight on his neck here.
The first lapel, this one.
Yeah, so if you put your head up, you see?
Yeah.
So the far side, I'm going far side of his body and grabbing that same lapel, okay? So I cut the slack, pull it down and open it like a door, okay? This hand now is gonna come, slide down the side of his neck, underneath his chin. My thumb goes inside the lapel. I feed the lapel to my hand and I hold it nice and tight, okay? If you lift your head up, you see my grip? It's nice and tight, so my wrist is right on his throat here, okay? Just gonna relieve it for demonstration, yeah? But it has to be tight there, all right? So again, we slide in, come underneath, get a nice tight grip. Okay, now this hand is gonna control his forearm. Okay, you can either grab here, or you can look for the other lapel and grab there, whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, I like both. Whatever is easier for me at the time, I will do. All right. Typically, people will teach to grab this first, though. So we're gonna go with that, all right? So now, what I need to do now, I need to get my hips on top of his shoulder, yeah? And the side of my hips is gonna be putting pressure on this side of his neck. The side of my hips here, all right? So there's already pressure with his gi, his lapel on this side, so I need to reinforce it on this side. That's what I'm gonna do with my hips, all right? So we're here, I'm grabbing. So I'm gonna lean forward, okay? Come up on my feet, off my toes. And then I'm gonna slide my hips on top of his shoulder, okay? And then this foot is gonna come in front, okay? So you see how my feet walk around. That's why they call it a clock choke. Because it's like the hands of a clock walking around with your feet. Yeah? You okay? Mm-hmm. So I'm here, I've got my lapel grip. I'm gripping his hand. I put my weight forward. Now I slide my hips on top of his shoulder. Okay? And my foot has come in front of his body here like this. Okay? So it's like my hip and my thigh is putting pressure behind this arm and this area here, okay? So bringing the pressure on this side of his neck while the lapel is bringing it on this side, okay? It gets really, really tight, yeah? So I go forward, I walk around, then I get on top of his shoulder, all right? Here, I'm gonna squeeze and lift up, okay? Finish the choke. So I'm holding him tight, I lift up, but his body's not gonna come with me because my hips is pushing him down. So he's getting attacked from both angles. Okay, so it becomes really tight. 1, 2, lean forward, walk around. As I'm walking around, my hips slide on his shoulder here. You see? Yeah? Then that makes the choke really tight. Yeah? I just squeeze. It's hard to see because as I'm going around, it's blocking the view. You guys understand, yeah?
Yeah.
It makes sense?
Yeah.
Let's try again. Got the lapel, Grab the arm, lean forward, start to walk around, bring the hips on top of your shoulder, squeeze. Alright. Yeah?
Yep.
Makes sense?
Yeah.